what if I told you I made this delay plugin you just listened to now just by typing a few words? No, for real. I literally typed the type of delay I want and the AI did the rest. This is a brand new plugin that says it can create any effects or instruments you can think of right inside your DAW. Here comes the big question. Is it the future of music production or just another overhyped AI toy? Well, today we are going to be putting it to the test and we'll try out by building some effects from ground up, create some instruments like a synth, and see if this particular plugin in question will actually stand the test or give the type of results they claim. So let's find out if this plugin is a game changer or just another gimmick. What even is Amorph? Amorph is an empty plugin, a blank canvas developed by a company called text-to-DSP DSP. On its own, it does absolutely nothing. I mean, it has no sound, but its real power comes from a special audio programming language called Cmajor. Now, hold on. Before you click away thinking you need a computer science degree, here is the magic trick. You don't have to write a single line of code. The whole idea is ridiculously simple, and all you need to do is to go to an AI like ChatGPT, Cloud. In plain English, you describe the effect you want, something like create a lush stereo reverb with a long shimmer tail, something in that line. ChatGPT spits out the Cmajor code for you, and all you need to do is just to copy it and then paste it right inside this plugin, Amorph. Hit compile, and in seconds, Amorph becomes that exact plugin, often with its own knobs and controls, automatically created from the code. I mean, you can say it is a text-to-DSP engine that turns your words into a working plugin, and it works offline once you have the code. But right now, this particular plugin is in open beta and it is 100% free, both on Windows and Mac OS in VST3 AU formats. So everything we are about to do, you can try it for yourself by getting this plugin for 100% free. All right, enough talk. Let's see what this thing can actually do here in FL Studio. Theory is one thing, but results are what matters. So let's check it out. First, let's get this plugin running. Since it is still in beta, the install is manual, which means if you're on Windows, all you need to do is just to download the VST3 file and drag it into your plugins folder. After a quick rescan in your DAW, Amorph shows up just like any other plugin. It is also a good idea to install the factory presets so that you enjoy the whole package. And it is very easy to do. All you need to do is to drag a folder into the right spot. Now, a very important safety tip straight from the developers. They said the code you generate can be unpredictable and extremely loud. So I'm slapping a limiter on the master channel. As you can see, I'm using Fruity limiter to protect my speakers and my ears. Seriously, don't skip this particular step. Now, what I will be doing today is I will be starting by creating an effect. I've just got this dry rim sample. It sounds good, but I just want to add a little bit of character, and I want to do that using a delay plugin. The first thing I will do is to load an instance of Amorph onto the mixer rack, which I've already done. Here is the fun part. I will go over to ChatGPT and I will type create a gritty tape saturated delay that is tempo synced to the host DAW. It should have controls for feedback, saturation drive, and a flutter parameter that introduces random pitch wobbles. Now, please have in mind sometimes when you try this, it doesn't come out well, okay? Now, the AI gives me a block of Cmajor codes. Sometimes I don't even need to read it. All I need to do is just to copy it and paste inside Amorph. So I'm going to copy it now. I'll head back to Amorph. I'll click into this laboratory mode, as you can see. Then it will open this panel. I will highlight everything that is there, delete it, and paste mine. After that, I'll click this section here, switch it over to 0, then click on compile. If the code ChatGPT gave us is correct, it won't read any error. But if it is wrong, it will notify you of an error, which you can see down here. But don't worry yourself. If there is an error, all you need to do is to copy that error by clicking copy error. Go back to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT that there is an error. Please fix it and regenerate the entire code. So once that is done, copy it back and I assure you it's gonna work. But in my case, I've already done that. So I came up with this delay. Let's have a listen to that. All right, one thing I observed is all the three features here worked: the tempo, the feedback, and the drive. They all worked apart from this flutter knob. So let's say in a situation you are trying to create one and you encounter something like this, all you need to do is to go back to the prompts here, copy everything, and head over to ChatGPT, paste the prompt, and now specifically tell ChatGPT that this particular section is not working. When you tweak the knob, nothing happens. Please fix it. Then after that, ChatGPT will regenerate a refined or the code with the fix in it, copy it, come back here, paste, and always remember to switch to this one before clicking compile. And I believe it will resolve that issue. So this is literally how to adjust the code you have till you get exactly what you want. All right. And I'm sorry I've not installed the presets. If not, you will see some of the factory presets it came with, where you can change the color of the UI and the rest of that. So if you noticed in the previous demonstration, I didn't really walk you guys through. I just did it already and now reveal to you the result. So this time I will create one more, which is for the instrument. And if you check here, I've already created some. Let me quickly preview them so that you guys can see. All right, so all those instruments you listen to was created using this plugin, 100% free. So what I'll do now is to show you how to create for instruments. And this time around, I'll be using a different approach. So what I will do is I will close this. Maybe I will just clone this one right here. All right, then mute this, open it up, then come over to this place. I will delete everything that is here. So what I will do now, let's say I want to create a sine wave kind of bass, a sub bass, all right? So I will just type sub bass. Then after that, I'll come over to copy AI prompt. What happens is when you click this, the tool will help you refine this prompt, put it in a way that any LLM like ChatGPT or Cloud will understand. So let's do that. And as you can see, it has generated something down there, if you can see that clearly. Now, this is the point where we switch over to ChatGPT and I will just paste this and send it. So we'll give it time to finalize. I mean, to be fair, I think this is actually the best approach to this because the prompt it will generate from the tool, it is already customized in a way that ChatGPT will easily understand it. But I needed to show you both ways, that you can generate the code you need. So whichever one that worked for you is okay. So let's give it time to finish. All right, it is done. So I'll simply copy it, head over to the plugin, make sure to delete what is there, then paste, come over here, switch to this and click compile. So let's hope there would not be any error. All right, voila, we didn't encounter any error. So at this point, we'll close back this by clicking this preset section. Now let's listen to what we've generated. I think I'm gonna open it, piano roll. And you can also see the features it came with. You can see the sub mix. You can see it added distortion to it, which you can add using this drive knob, and this is the drift. So let's see what that adds to the sound. All right, so that's pretty much about how to use this particular plugin, but don't take it for what I'm saying. Try it out yourself. I'll be leaving the link in the description. And as you can see, this is a tool that will literally change the game when it comes to music production. I mean, it's going to affect some industries like the sample pack, the plugin, and the rest of it. And I am sure as they keep improving on this plugin, think about it. It is still in beta and it is this good. How much more when they are done with the whole plugin? I mean, it's really going to be mind-blowing. And one more thing, you can save the presets you have. First of all, you need to rename this. We can call it sub bass. And after that, come over here, you see that then you can now save the presets by clicking here and renaming it to sub bass. Click OK, and you have your presets. So that is basically it. Let me know what you think about this plugin. If you found it helpful, make sure to leave a like, share your honest thoughts in the comments, subscribe if you haven't, and most importantly, turn on your bell notification so that when next I upload videos like this, you get notified. And if you want to check out more interesting free plugins that I've covered in this channel, on the screen is a playlist that covers all of them. Take your time and watch and choose the one that you need most in your production journey. And that brings us to the end of today's video. As always, stay creative, stay focused, and bye for now.